Yeah. Man, remember we went to the spot and there was a boxer. You know what I'm saying? So I was asking everybody like, "Yo, where's a dojo?" And I didn't realize dojo, Japan, China, I don't know. So it's like basically went over there and I met a dude. He was the heavyweight boxing champion of China.
Big sloppy.
Big dude. Like he was like, and basically make a long story short, tricked me into getting to the ring and doing some hand things. He was like, "Yo, why don't you?" Well, translator said, "Yo, why don't you come back tonight and we do an exhibition?" He want to whoop on the Americans.
Yes, so
Man, you might want to move your garbage bag.
do you know which side you
None of them. She said, I was like, oh. All right.
I don't walk away and take care of my face. No, man. I think the goat eye was.
Yeah, that was the two. Yeah, they have these at Jerry's house. What are these called?
Perfume.
Sydney?
Perfume.
Curiosity. Called persimmon.
You heard it first. Placement.
You about to eat that?
I'm straight. Wipe that ear, Mark. I'm straight. Wipe that ear.
He didn't wash it.
I wiped it. Come on.
Oh, you ate. You gotta wash these first.
Eat the other side, Mark.
He trying to kill me.
I had it at Jerry's house. See that? You thought you was gonna buy a tomato, didn't you? Yeah, got you. You're gonna be eating persimmon all the time.
Persimmon here, Karen.
Persimmon casserole.
Fried placebo.
Poached persimmon.
Baked placebo. Yeah, so we just took, a small trip down memory lane.
Yeah, man.
It wasn't China, but, just the significance of what the little stuff that we remember over there and bring it back to the States. Kind of, even 8 years later, how it still resonates. Like, I can't look at, chopsticks the same, maybe crickets, like, all of it.
Straight up.
All of it.
Maybe we need to talk about some of the things that we've seen, what we've seen over there.
One of the biggest was the leprosy colony.
Yeah.
Getting to see what leprosy is. Like, I've read the Bible, I read a lot of the Bible, and I think I skipped over the leprosy because, well, we don't deal with it here anymore. We don't, it's not a situation that we have. But watching from the inside out how it rots and how God heals from the inside out. That was one of the biggest things.
It was pretty dope. That, I remember the lady, that was when we met. So one lady that was there for decades. And she was there because she didn't want to bring shame on her family. She didn't want her kids to go through that thing. But remember, because her face, leprosy, it goes in and it starts to kill the senses. You're not able to feel, you're not able to do that. So her face was like here. She had tears and stuff coming out of her face. Her shirt was dirty, like slob and other stuff. We hugged her. And you can sense when someone back in the day would have leprosy, when they would do it like leper, and they would be isolated from society.
We were in the mountains.
We were in the mountains.
It was like a 40-minute drive up
Yeah.
People are not walking.
We had to pop them. I didn't take them because I was like, I'm good, but it was sort of motion sickness.
Yeah.
You said that's like separated from society.
This is just 8 years. It still was up there, and one of the reasons why we were there is that we went to the pear place. So in the mountains, so the people in the colony, they would go down regular to the market and do stuff. So a ministry there would, what we did is we went up to the mountain, saw them, then we went to this pear, whatever. They had a bunch of pears. Yeah.
Put the extra.
Pruning. Because what happens is that if we were there during the time of harvest, we were taking the pears, taking them, and then sold them for the people and brought the money back for the lepers, or you buy some goods. That was their way of making a living. So that was dope.
Imagine your hands starting to ball up. They go blind. Like only certain people could work to feed the whole colony. But it was like a strip
Yeah.
of just people. And it was crazy.
Ooh. We went to the orphanage. I don't even know. That's just like a complete understatement of what we're talking about. So there's a guy from the U.S. who goes there. Later, his sons go to do ministry as well. But he goes, and to make money, he sells coffee. So he sells coffee. That's what he does to make money. His ministry, though, is in China. Kids that would have anything like whether it would be autism, whether it would be limbs or they're blind or anything like that, they would toss them. Garbage cans, or leave them in the hospital. And then I don't know, I forget, but you only allowed to have so many kids. So then, was it the girls or the boys that were more important? Do you remember?
The boys. But we got there at a time when they were switching. There was a generation of like 20-year-olds, all boys. Like
Yeah.
4 boys, every 1 girl.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This guy's ministry, and I remember clear as day, this is what he said to us. So his ministry was to go, and he said, I would rescue the babies, and then I would love them to their health, to go there. Basically, it was apartment, but he had several.
Yeah.
In his apartment building, but the whole thing was taking babies that nobody else wanted, and to love them to life or love them until they die. That was crazy.
And everyone, there wasn't a learning disability or something, just like, they're missing an arm or something like that.
Right.
But they're learning English better than everything else
Yeah.
because they're living with the guy that's teaching them.
Absolutely.
To the whole city. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
No, maybe one of them said hi. I'm like, oh, it's clear. Like,
Right.
hi.
Hey, what's up? What it do? I would say like the service. The people call it the underground church. So it's one thing, we met a guy that was equivalent to a superintendent in the denomination that was over several provinces, and he was walking, and remember, he was walking back and forth, and we came out to meet him, and the dude had tears in his eyes, and he was so happy. We like, man, can we give him? Like, can we empty our suitcase? We have beef jerky, like a whole suitcase of jerky from America. Like, give me all beef jerky. He didn't want nothing. He was just like, we've already done it. The fact that you were willing to come. He was so excited and happy. When you think about it, that it was, it's not. Don't think underground like that. It's the church there is booming. The American church has a lot to learn from the greatest movement probably on the planet, or Christian movement on the planet is in China, in terms of quantity and the depth of their commitment to the faith. That's the reality. And to see this dude was one thing. But then we were invited, we were asked to participate in the service. And so you can imagine, there were officers you know, throughout the time that we were there, so they know us stuff, you know. So they're there at any moment. They could have snatched, kicked the doors in, coming in there. We were worshiping. The window was open. That was a great. Windows are open. We're worshiping. The car playing. We're singing, and I had a chance to teach.
Hey, yo, so someone closed the garage. You know, the old school. I thought it was a chopper, bro. Terrified. The little girls, everybody got quiet. And the guitar still on. And just the saying the name of Jesus out loud. You know, I was shook.
Yeah, man.
And the name of Jesus just comes straight out. Then everyone slowly got the courage. Nobody knew what happened. Like, no one looked outside. No one did nothing. It just kept going. And that was crazy. So in China, PE got the contact. Can we talk about Ada? Yeah, from Ada Bible Church out in Ada. They were looking to do hip hop dance and it was extended, but the main focus was this coffee shop that was teaching English to the people there in exchange that they could use the Bible. So it was truly an outreach, not like we have when we passing out hats and t-shirts and telling people God loves you, but it was a useful tool that only you can get from these Christians.
Yeah.
So the significance of it all, just being in that coffee shop, knowing like this is the only place in the city that was, up front about the hope of Christ, and be able to sit in this place, and that was like our safe spot.
Absolutely.
That was the only thing with English in it that we could read.
Yeah, man.
Like, it was tough, man.
In context, so we were in a province where it was still pretty tight. I remember that there were officers around. This is in this province. They hadn't seen black people. The idea was that you weren't allowed to share the gospel.
Yeah.
And so to be at a place, we've been into some rough places. We travel all over. So, but this was different. And this was like, no, they told us like, yo, you better only share the gospel if you're absolutely sure. Come get us first, but if you're absolutely sure, because this could cost you. And everything. That was a unique experience. And, how old were you? 18 years old to experience something like that was crazy. That coffee shop, man, was the spot.
Hey, I don't even drink coffee. It was pretty straight.
That was.
I got you.
We can do this all day. We get moments after moments. Very quick, what would be your takeaway? Your big takeaway?
Man, I remember going to the leprosy colony and he was explaining what leprosy is, then which kind of, shaped, even hustle for me, the concept. And he said that without pain, you can't understand what's wrong. They lose feelings. He said this guy is walking up the mountain, broken ankle, but he couldn't feel it. He just thought, something was wrong. He doesn't have modern medicine. So he's putting his ankle back in place, but it's broke. But since he has leprosy, he can't feel it. So I remember sitting in a circle, he's praying for pain. Like just the extreme, like the dependency that you have on God there in their prayer life. I think that was the biggest takeaway. It could have been the only takeaway, and God would have revealed himself in that. But now, with the alter ego of the bad guy, understanding the negatives play so much into God stitch you together. Like you wouldn't know you're sick unless you're coughing up, or like stuff like that. So like, that just blew my mind, dude. Like that was.
I got to some of those, but I don't know if this is my greatest takeaway, but I would say that this is the one that was the most affirming thing that I could think of was the fact that you had never been on a plane.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was. So we fly into O'Hare,
I was shook. Remember, I was crying, bro. It was a 30-minute flight. I'm sitting there like,
I'm like, uh-oh. So we had to fly this, was it 13 hours or something? The next flight was 13. Right? Then we had to fly on this little ship thing to, from Beijing to Korea. Like the place we had to fly. We had to fly over there in this little itty bitty thing. And then we got stuck on the highway. On a highway. It's like a bad movie, yo. Like a bad karate movie that like, somebody must die. But the thing that lasts with me is the power of exposure. I was taught this by a dude that lived next door to me named Pedro, like a second, third father to me, and then also by a gang leader, Lo, that you take people with you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you're doing, you take somebody that's younger with you for the purpose of them being exposed to life. And then my hope was that Mark's vision, his idea, his picture of whatever is bigger than life. It's bigger than Dixon. You get what I'm saying? It's bigger than Dixon and Madison. Life is bigger than that. It is. That's to me. That was the thing. Like, man, just make sure wherever you go, take somebody with you. And I think that feeds into to what we hopefully we're living out. As you go. This is in this province. They hadn't seen black people. We were like, hey, yo. So we go to we're at the airport, and dude, the lady, she's like, Kobe Bryant, right? Because it's like, Mark is probably definitely the tallest person in the city. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was crazy.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, I didn't leave my neighborhood until I was 14. We went to Holland for church.
Yeah.
The first time we were off the block. Yeah. So I hopped on the plane. Couldn't tell you nothing. So, I mean, with all the experiences, with everything that we brought back, years later, we come out hustle pretty, and then, I think the anniversary is like December 11th, 2011, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
But now we have clothes we can pin on, just doing a dedication or look back on China.
Yeah.
Like everything that we brought back, they're still very attainable lessons. They're very new lessons that we can't sit down and have this conversation with everybody. So we put it on the clothes. Everything we learn. Now kind of focusing on the prayer part for me, but. Yeah, you hustled and got all the way to another city. Right to the right.
Look, so I gotta tell the story. I met a guy, Mark. I met a guy that was about this tall.
Oh my God.
That was Jerry had to have been 8. So Jerry was my guy, and so I met him, and so I like to, wherever city I go to, I like to explore, and so I just came to just remind me of Jerry, I'll tell you about it. But so anyway, Jerry's like, he could barely speak English, but he was my translator all around the city, taking me so I can do bargains and stuff like that. And so Jerry, one day his parents come up to the coffee shop, and Jerry was excited. He wanted to introduce me to his parents, and basically before you know it, Jerry had negotiated me getting in the car with his parents going to their house. And so I get in the car, didn't tell Mark. I just go and I leave. Hours later, and we every night we're performing, doing this big event. And I leave. I'm at Jerry's house, and it's hard for me to tell him I need to leave. And I keep on telling them, and they just keep on bringing me more food, more food, more food, more food. We're just sitting there, and hours. And so what's happening when I'm done?
Yo, so I legit, nah, man, hold on. I legit had to find this man. Like, I'm looking for him. And all the while, the city that we're in, they worship fire. So there's these little games that you have to play. There's sticks on fire, and it's people double dutching. So me and dude, he's like hardcore Christian, so he's not even participating in the worship. So he's bumping people, trying to get around. He pushing people through, and
Yeah.
at the end of it, they worship smoke. So there's this big smoke, like
Yeah, man. Wow.
big, you know what I mean? Rings of smoke that's coming out, and I'm thinking he's still in the city looking for watches. Man, this man's eating food, and I go on stage. Mind you, it was that Lecrae song. I seen it with my own. China, man, is dying, man, and the news is pulling up at this point, and they're telling us, yo, don't share the gospel. I said, I'm thinking, you know, it's one of those, you know, youth groups in China. Well, the news show up. This man's not here. I'm scared. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm about to get shot on stage. Like, I ain't got backup with me. I don't got nothing. So don't let this man leave.
Moral of the story:
Don't trust 8-year-olds.
don't trust 8-year-olds with your life. We, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know that eat is to take care of ourselves and others, but just to go and really be able to be in a place where we can actually give to a place of our brothers and sisters in Christ that are put in the work for real in China. So this garment is a dedication to that. It's a reminder, constant reminder to us, like, man, don't ever forget how good we got it, how much, you know what I'm saying, what it means to be able to be a part of the movement of Christ in America. So, man, we got the garments, they're available, and we're not just saying that there's literally only so many of them. Yeah, so you can see on the side there, it says pray, work, rest, you know, and then on the back it says complete. So just go out and get them, you know, supporteat.com.